In this video, we'll look a little more closely at using trip tabs and at how to create a new tab. In the last video, we added extensions to a trip. In this video, we'll go back into some of those trips and look at the tabs in a little bit more detail. We'll go into Trip Management and access our trips list and open a trip. You can see that this trip already has 2 extensions added to it. If you need a review on how to add an extension, go back to the previous video. First, we'll go into the Example Disney tab. This tab shows some things that you might want to track for a Disney trip, such as the number of days the tickets are good for and the ticket types. Next, we'll go to the All Fields tab. It's named All Fields just because it's an example tab that shows all the different field types you can use. You can see that fields can be grouped into different areas that we call widgets. In this example, I have all the text type entry fields in one widget and the selection type fields in a different widget, but they can be grouped in any way that makes sense for the type of information that you're gathering. You can see that we have text fields, number, currency, percentages, drop-down lists that can contain any options that you'd like, date fields, and checkbox fields. When we save this form, you'll see that the first text field is also a required field. Any of these fields could be marked as required. Be sure to save your widgets after you're finished entering information. After we save our entries on this tab, we can leave the tab, then come back to it any time to review the entries or to update the information. As you can see, tabs can be very flexible, storing almost any kind of information that you'd like to capture for your trip. And because trips can have more than one extension, you can have more than one tab on a trip. Next, we'll look at requesting a new tab. You can't create tabs yourself, you have to request them from the test team, but it usually only takes a couple of business days to complete a request. Under My Account and Workspace tabs, you can see all of the completed tabs available to you. To request a tab, go to the Help Desk and select Tickets, then click Create Ticket. Give it a title such as New Tab or Tab Request. Then enter the information that you would like to include in your tab. Tell us what you want it to be named and the fields that you'd like to have included in your tab. Here you can see we're just giving a basic description of what we'd like in our tab. If the support team has any questions about what you'd like, they'll respond to you for additional detail before they complete the request. If you aren't sure exactly what you want included in your tab, just explain the problem that you're trying to solve and we'll work with you. You can also make the same request through email if you prefer. Just send your request to support@traveleasolutions.com. In the next video, we'll be looking at how to add your tab to an extension so that you can use it on a trip.